Most of us assume healthy aging is something we only need to worry about after 50, usually when a doctor points out rising blood sugar or we notice a sudden drop in strength. But those problems do not happen overnight. The biological habits that determine your energy, digestion, and independence later in life are built by what you consistently eat in your 30s and 40s. Long-term vitality requires a sustainable eating pattern that your body can rely on for decades, rather than a single miracle ingredient or a strict rule about insulin. This diagram illustrates a common trap proactive adults face. We often assume that if a food is labeled healthy, eating as much of it as possible is better. But high nutrient density plus an unlimited portion actually leads to excess. You need high nutrient density paired with a precise dose to get an optimal return on your investment. As the chart shifts to these 7 pillars, we are going to evaluate 7 highly useful, nutrient-dense foods. We will look at the specific physical role each one plays and define their exact minimum effective doses. Optimizing your diet to stay independent later means walking away from a mindset of absolute restriction. Instead, it requires precise dosing and knowing exactly how to integrate these foods into your routine. The first daily upgrade is raw, unpasteurized sauerkraut. It provides vitamin C and live microbes produced during fermentation, which support your gut's role in digestion and immune function. Mix it into a salad. Place it under salmon, or toss it with eggs to support your heart health, which requires more attention as you enter your 40s. This cross-section shows the biological mechanism at work. Arugula contains naturally occurring nitrates that your body converts into nitric oxide. Watch how the nitric oxide causes the blood vessel walls to physically expand and relax, supporting normal circulation and exercise capacity. But we have to be clear about its limits. Arugula is a daily support upgrade. It does not clean out clogged arteries or replace medical treatments for established high blood pressure. The third daily food is extra virgin olive oil. While central to Mediterranean-style eating, it serves as a functional tool for nutrient absorption. Olive oil helps your body absorb specific fat-soluble nutrients from the vegetables you pair it with, like your arugula or beans. However, olive oil is calorie-dense. Pouring half a bottle over your plate negates the benefits by overloading you with raw calories. You only need 1 or 2 tablespoons across the day to make healthy food easier to absorb. These 3 daily foods offer excellent digestive and circulatory support, provided they are treated as strict accents to your meals, never as the main event or eaten in unlimited quantities. Moving to macronutrients, wild-caught salmon stands out as a weekly staple you should not ignore if you care about your muscle and heart health. Salmon offers a specific dual benefit. The omega-3 fats act as cardiovascular defense, while the high-quality protein preserves muscle mass, which dictates your mobility, glucose control, and balance in later decades. If wild-caught salmon stretches your budget too far or is not available, responsibly sourced farmed salmon is a nutritious alternative. The main requirement is how you prepare it. Baking or grilling works, but turning a healthy fish into a deep-fried meal destroys the dietary return. Your second weekly protein is fresh, minimally processed ground beef. It provides complete protein, iron, vitamin B12, and creatine, all critical for sustained energy and muscle function. Do not let the phrase grass-fed distract you. Premium marketing labels matter far less than your portion size, how the beef is prepared, and what sits beside it on the plate. You also have to separate fresh ground beef used for real nourishment from heavily preserved meats. Relying on sausages and hot dogs as everyday protein staples entirely negates the value of the meat. The critical rule for beef is visual balance. This plate diagram sets the standard, divided into thirds. A sensible portion of fresh ground beef, balanced with a large serving of leafy greens and whole food carbohydrates. Beef is never an excuse to remove plants from your diet. Retaining your strength and energy through your 50s relies entirely on sourcing unprocessed proteins and balancing them precisely with dense plant matter. Now we reach the highest risk category on our list, precision doses. The first is Brazil nuts, which are used to support thyroid and immune function. Their biological benefit comes from massive, highly concentrated doses of selenium, a mineral involved in your body's antioxidant defenses. But that concentration brings a severe toxicity risk if you eat them mindlessly from a bag. For many adults, a strict limit of 1 nut a day or a few per week is plenty. If you currently take a selenium supplement, you need to check your total daily amount before adding Brazil nuts to your routine to avoid dangerous nutrient stacking. The final and most concentrated food is cod liver. It offers profound amounts of vitamins A and D, along with omega-3 fats. Because it is so concentrated, strict medical cautions apply. If you are pregnant, take blood-thinning medication, have liver disease, or already use vitamin A or D supplements, you must consult a qualified health professional first. The overarching danger here is stacking cod liver, or cod liver oil, with your existing multivitamins. Vitamins A and D are fat-soluble, which means your body stores them. In this case, more is definitely not better. These hyper-concentrated foods demonstrate why optimal nutrition requires precision. When you overdose a superfood, you flip a profound health benefit straight into a biological hazard. A strong diet before 50 comes down to matching the exact food, amount, and frequency to your specific needs, rather than hoarding every available superfood. Looking at this habit integration flowchart, if your primary focus is improving circulation and digestion, you want to start with the top branch, your daily upgrades of arugula and sauerkraut. When the chart expands to the second branch for your weekly staples, you see salmon and balanced ground beef. This is your route if you are prioritizing mobility, energy, and muscle retention. And finally, the third red-colored branch covers precision doses. Brazil nuts and cod liver require strict restraint, and you must check your existing supplements before proceeding. Here is your challenge. Choose exactly one food from this list that is currently missing from your routine and add it in a realistic way this week. Repeating, which of these 7 foods do you already eat, and which one will you add more often? Let us know in the comments. Building consistency in these micro-habits today, rather than waiting to panic at age 50, is your best insurance policy for long-term independence. Like this video and subscribe to Better Before 50 for more practical nutrition strategies that help you eat smarter now and live better later.